Hey there, good evening everybody. I want to welcome you here to the Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show. This is a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So we're here on a Thursday night to talk about Not What We Hoped For. This is one of the two shows that regularly comes on Thursday night. So I kind of alternate them so that one week I do one week I do the other. So this one is the one that was on here with another album, another show for a while. This one is called Not What I Hoped For. So basically what this show is about is almost all the albums I've done so far have been albums I like a lot. They may be actually albums I listen to a lot, but for whatever reason in my mind, they aren't as good as I thought they were going to be, and this is no exception to that. Jethro Tull's Benefit. So this is their third studio album. So their first studio album I really didn't think too much about because I knew that it was kind of an outlier for them. Their second one, Stand Up, was fantastic, exceeded all my expectations. But this one, not really. Yes, it's really good. Lots of prog stuff going on here. Lots of kind of folky stuff. It's heavy at times. The songs are all really kind of good. Nothing terrible about it, but I had this expectation because other people, more than one other person, liked these guys quite a bit. I liked this album quite a bit, and it came highly recommended. But it hasn't really panned that way out. Hasn't really panned out that way for me. Yes, there's some good stuff on here. Lots of good stuff on here. It definitely has that Tull sound to it. I'm getting more like the sound I like. It does have the four guys on here that it had on Stand Up as well. All good, solid stuff. It's a very similar album to Stand Up, except for I think this one has less blues and a little bit more folk and hard rock on it. And this particular one has 4 bonus track, one of which is Broom, which is a song I quite like. So yeah, pretty strong album, but for whatever reason, I just find that it just isn't what I hoped it would be. I thought this would be, challenging for the best album by Jethro Tull, and I don't think it does. I'm not even sure if it makes the top 10 because I haven't really considered Jethro Tull as a ranker yet. I still have 3 or 4 albums I want to go through before I decide whether I want to rank them or not. And this one just isn't quite up to what I hoped it would be. And therefore, when I was thinking about what album to do for this show, I started looking through my list, and then as soon as I passed over this one, it popped in my head, and I thought, it's true. I just don't think it is achieved what I hoped it would achieve. I thought this would be the grand master of albums, and I'm not even sure it's going to be a masterpiece, really. It's a good album. I think in time it might grow on me even more. But for today, it's not really hitting it out of the park as much as I thought it would. So, and even with the bonus tracks on here, Singing All Day, which is Broom, and Just Trying to Be Teacher, all pretty solid tracks, still isn't really pushing it over the top for me. But the fact that you've got all of the guys who were on the previous album, it does strengthen it. Ian Anderson, Clive Bunker, Martin Barr, and Glenn Cormack is on this album as well. So it's a solid album, just not quite what I hoped it would be. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please hit the like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. And if you want to make any comments about the album Benefit or about my take on it, or, you can even put your own take on it, or anything you want to talk about, even regarding Jethro Tull, you can do that as well. And you can leave that in the comment section. So I'll be back next week with a big surprise. That's the alternate episode that comes on every second week. I hope to see you then. So take care and have yourself a good evening, and goodbye.